Hi, I'm Ben Adamitis, Space Savers Museum Specialist. It's too bad that we can't see you in person at AIC this year, but we appreciate your tuning in to this virtual event. Here at Space Saver, we understand that in this new reality, museum staff are being asked to do more with less. But your collection's needs remain the same. You still need to create and maintain the best possible preservation environment for objects in your care. In this brief video, I'll walk you through how we can help you do that. All our products are made in the USA and we're a total solutions provider, which means you can get everything you need from us with one price and one transaction. We can help make the most of the space you have by creating the best preservation environment for your collections and a more streamlined workplace for you and your colleagues, while also reducing resource use. First, let's talk about some common collection storage challenges that our clients face and how we can help. This is by far the most common challenge that our clients face. They want to store collections properly and keep everything organized and accessible, but their collection storage areas are full and they can't afford to expand, and they don't want to rent storage space. And here's the solution: high-density mobile storage. You might know these systems as compactors. They eliminate wasted aisle space to give you about twice as much storage volume in the same space, and everything is organized and easy to access. Art racks are another form of high-density storage. Like shelving, they move on rails to optimize space, but they're designed specifically for hanging art and can also be used for spears, swords, and other artifacts. Textile racks also allow you to store more in less space. You can avoid the creasing that forms along folds by rolling quilts, flags, and other textiles on tubes and storing them on configurable racks. These racks can be stationary or mounted on high-density systems to save even more space. Another common challenge is the fact that it's often difficult or even impossible to predict how collections will grow over time. Conservators are concerned that the purchases they make today might not be appropriate in 10 or 20 years. They want something they can expand on or change right along with the needs of the collection. Our preservation cabinets provide the versatility and modularity you need to make sure that your cabinets are always working for your collection, no matter how it changes in the future. The inserts that support drawers, trays, and other accessories are removable so you can swap them out later. These cabinets are available in full height or counter height, as well as custom sizes and with a variety of options like handles, vents, and door styles. They're stackable, gangable, and they can be stationary or placed in high-density storage systems, so you can add new cabinets over time as your budget allows. Your future colleagues will certainly thank you. We see this all the time. Our clients come to us with the weight of the world on their shoulders. They know they need to improve collection storage, and they're writing a grant or they've already acquired funding, and they feel a tremendous responsibility to spend that money wisely. They want to make the best use of their space and invest in solutions that will last for decades. It's a huge responsibility, and yet this type of project usually only comes along once in a person's career. So although they know very well what the collections need, they've never done this before and they aren't sure how to figure out the best way to fit everything together. Although this project is a once-in-a-lifetime experience for you, keep in mind that we design collections equipment and collection storage areas every day. When you work with your local Space Saver consultants, you're tapping into their expertise along with the knowledge and expertise of the entire Space Saver group. I work with your local consultant, along with our in-house engineers and project managers to make sure you're getting the best products for your collections and the best layout for your space. So now let's shift gears from challenges that have to do with your collections area to challenges that our clients often face in their workspaces. Conservators in particular need to keep a lot of things on hand, things like archival boxes, materials for constructing housings, and tools and supplies for treating objects. And I'd like to show you how we can help you save space and streamline workflows in these workplaces. First off, you need to store archival boxes and other supplies in a way that protects them and provides easy access. When you're in the middle of a project, the last thing you want to do is hunt down supplies. But these materials are often bulky and your supply of them changes as you work on different projects. You might also need to store them in different places. Here's an example of how we can help. The Atlanta-based Space Saver consultant helped this university archives design a storage system that keeps everything organized and accessible. This shelving can be reconfigured as the staff's needs change in the future. Storing extra large items and bulk supplies is always tricky. These items are valuable and you need to keep them protected and organized. Here's how conservators at an actively collecting museum organize their bulk and oversized conservation supplies. Wide-span shelving provided the unobstructed access they needed to large items, and installing doors on the wide span created a cabinet for smaller items. Handling delicate objects is time-consuming and somewhat stressful. Some institutions prefer to perform some conservation functions in the storage area. The conservators at this museum prefer to construct housing near the item's storage location. We collaborated with them to design a custom cart that holds their supplies and can be moved anywhere in the collections area. The last challenge we'll talk about today, again, involves doing more with less. As your institution seeks to cut operating costs and become more environmentally sustainable, you're probably looking at reducing your energy use. The high-density solutions we've discussed earlier reduce the footprint of new construction, meaning the facility will have less volume to heat and cool. In existing structures, high-density storage creates a more compact thermal mass. That's even more important in cold storage. You've probably heard that keeping your freezer full at home helps the freezer operate more efficiently. The same principle holds true for coolers and freezers in museums. Cabinets can maintain a stable preservation environment that mitigates external temperature and humidity fluctuations. As museums experiment with rolling power shutdowns to save energy, they're finding that cabinets can maintain internal conditions for several days with no significant decline in preservation conditions. Third-party testing has shown that our Viking cabinets typically rate at over a 6-day half-time air exchange. Thanks for joining me today. I want to remind you that we're a complete solutions provider with in-house engineers and project managers who can team up with your nearby SpaceSaver distributor. We've been here for you for nearly 50 years, and we're still based here in Wisconsin to help you out and answer any questions you might have. Thanks again, and I hope to hear from you soon.